what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Star Wars Return of the Jedi Princess Leia figure, and this is a 1/6 scale figure. Now the product code for this figure is MMS 549, and of course you know this is based on Princess Leia. There was a Return of the Jedi, which I have right here on a DVD. So it's actually based on that particular version of Princess Leia. And of course I also have Return of the Jedi in the Star Wars Blu-ray Complete Saga right here. But yeah, I must admit I am very excited about actually picking this figure up, you know, because I don't have a Princess Leia figure, and it's awesome and exciting to actually be getting like a Princess Leia figure for the first time. So I am definitely excited about having this. Now there's actually like another version of this which I think is known as like the Deluxe version. Well, actually, it's a 2-pack version, which includes Wicket, like the Ewok 2 as well. So you can actually get this particular version of Leia with the Ewok 2 as well. But I just chose to get this one by itself, you know, because I know it's kind of like much cheaper price, you know. But I did have my eyes on getting a deluxe set too. But you also can get Wicket the Ewok 2 by himself too as well, you know. But if anything, I think they'll be missing like accessories now. If you want to get them actually like in a 2-pack set, they'll be actually missing accessories. I think that 2-pack set has like exclusive like accessories if you had got them together, you know, like all like the deluxe versions do, you know. But yeah, I'm going to just get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box art for the figure, you know. And again, this is based on Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Or you can see just Return of the Jedi. And I did get to see that in the theaters, I think about like 6 times when they actually had the special edition like re-release of the film when they were celebrating the 20th anniversary of Star Wars, you know, New Hope. That's when I actually got to see Return of the Jedi. I think I went and saw it about like 5 or 6 times if I can remember correctly. But I think this box art is beautiful though, which has Princess Leia on the front of it. As you can see, it does say MMS 492 as well. It also has an image of her written on the side too. Even in the front too as well, as you can see. So I think this packaging is pretty good, you know. I like how it looks, you know. So I'm just going to slide on and off. And as usual, this plastic right here was actually over the packaging too as well, with the box itself. I know Hot Toys always have that over there on their boxes, you know. But yeah, I think that's cool though, you know, that box art. And here's like another piece of box art too as well at the inner part, which I think looks cool too as well, which has another shot of the figure. I like how it has lasers like shooting at her too as well. I think that's kind of cool, like the laser blasts. And of course, you know, you can take this on out too as well. And that's how that is, you know. Then we have Leia right here inside the actual box, as you can see. You can see how she looks with the accessories. So I'm going to just open this on her. And as usual, you get the instruction manual for how you can put the figures together, you know, how to use like their accessories and so on. Like I said, these are helpful too. If you don't know what particular item goes anywhere, I think it tells you how to do like their accessories, you know. So I do recommend using these if you don't know how to actually put the figure together and so on, you know. Okay, as you can see, there's the Hot Toys Return of the Jedi Princess Leia figure. And as usual, she has all this like plastic on her, you know, so I actually have to take all this off, you know, like this plastic. So let's see, kind of sometimes you have to cut it off too as well. They have it on her so hard, you know, I mean so tight. So I might have to cut it off. Yeah, they actually had her arms like taped up, you know. Of course, as you can see, it's even on her head too as well, the plastic. Then they got around her waist too. So I might they cut this too. There's also you around her neck right there too, as you can see, you know. So I think I gotta take all that out. Let's see if I can. Yeah, as you can see, there's the Hot Toys Princess Leia Return of the Jedi figure. So I'm going to measure, and she is like over 11 inches, like right at 11 inches in height. So I guess what I'll do first is talk about the actual articulation and the likeness of the figure too as well. But I do believe the likeness to Carrie Fisher's done very well on this figure, you know. That they did a pretty good job on her. I kind of like the expression she has, you know. I think that's kind of cool. That this is a beautiful looking figure. Even her hair is like done nicely too, like the sculpting in her hair. That's kind of cool, like the way it's braided and so on. That's kind of awesome. And I believe this is like a separate piece. I think you have to take this off to put her helmet on. I also noticed that her head comes off pretty easy too as well. It has good articulation, as you can see. You can turn it all around, you know. She can kind of look up, you know. She can kind of look down, you know. I think that's pretty good. I think the clothes are done very well too as well. Like this material. I know she also can kind of open her chest somewhat up here at the top, but I'm not going to do it. You can kind of see like her cleavage somewhat, you know. Her arms can go up like this, you know. So she does have like good articulation like in the arms. She has a bend, you know, at the elbow. Now I know some of the fans have been complaining about how you can see like those like joints right there and so on, even like right here in the bicep area. How you can see those joints very well, you know. They've been complaining about it. They don't think that look too great, you know. But I think it's okay though. And I noticed that the sleeve actually kind of has it too as well, you know. So I think that's kind of okay. I like the material like in her pants. I think that's done pretty good. They're kind of wrinkly, you know, so you actually got to kind of straighten out, you know. Even her holster, like her belt rail, this can be removed too as well, because you have to put her like one of her, I think her poncho on. Even her boots, you know, I think these are done pretty good too as well. Of course, leg and do the split. You can raise her leg. Now actually this leg right here seems to be kind of limited because she has like this holster here for like her blaster. So I guess if you really wanted to lift her leg up, it would have to be like her left leg, you know. She does have like a bend too as well. She doesn't really have an ab crunch, you know. Like she's kind of limited, you can't really bend her forward. And she does stand pretty well too as well, but I'm gonna go and get on that right now, like her actual stand or base to actually stand on, you know, her. Now what I want to talk about is her actual stand or base that comes with her, you know. Now at first I didn't think it looked too great, you know. I would prefer like the simple like usual base that the Hot Toys gives you, you know. But I must admit this is beautiful. It's actually made like in the look of the forest of Endor. So it's just like grass and like greenery. I think that is so beautiful. And of course it has Star Wars Princess Leia right on it too as well. And of course you get like the actual neck piece too as well. And of course this is the adjustable U-style neck piece that they always give us. I'm gonna see if this goes right on in. Cause I know some of them you have to actually loosen to actually get to go in. So I'm gonna see if this goes right on in. Yep, and it did. I know sometimes you have to loosen them, but I've been noticing lately that they actually do kind of go right on in, you know. So now what I do is just actually take Leia and just put it right here on the on her stand, her U stand. That's how I do display my my Hot Toys like figures or sideshow, you know. I actually display them right here like on their stands. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual pieces that you can put on the stand for Leia too as well. And I must admit, when I first saw these, I didn't think they looked too great. But now I actually seen them in person, and I've actually seen other people's videos. I must admit, these like I guess you could say stands of like bushes and grass is just beautiful. I think this is just so awesome. It looks gorgeous, you know. I like how you can even see like the rocks. And like the leaves, even these move too as well. They like bend. Now I don't think they have like no wire and anything. It doesn't seem like it, you know. But the actual look of that is just beautiful, you know. And of course you can see how this looks on the back, you know. Because what you would do is actually put it on a Leia stand. So I'll show that, you know, in a moment. And this right here is actually like another piece that comes with it. It's actually different, which has like this tree in it, included in it too as well. It also has like the rocks and stuff too around it. So I think these are awesome diorama pieces. Very beautiful. Because then what you can do, gotta take Leia off and show her. But what you can do with these right here is you actually can like take these and you can like, if you set the back up and they have like them like open sockets, you can just put them like anywhere around at the base. So you can actually have them like this. And then I think like that too as well. You can kind of position them however you know you want to. So they can kind of go anywhere around like the stand thing, you know, depending on how you do them. I do believe that they do go like in a certain way too. If you look at them, you can tell they actually fit in, you know. But you can't just still like just put them like anywhere you want around at the stand, you know. Which I think is a beautiful piece, you know. And that is just awesome. This has to be probably one of the coolest looking stands I've seen for like a Hot Toy figure, you know. Now the next accessory I want to talk about with the Princess Leia Hot Toys figure is her actual watch right here, as you can see. I can't get closer because it's very small, as you can see. And I think you can unbutton or anything. It's like it's already like fastened, you know. So I guess I just put this on her. And there's a Leia watch like on her hand, as you can see. Went on pretty good too. I didn't have any trouble, you know. You have to take this hand off and put it on, you know. And I probably got it on backwards, you know. But that is how it goes on. And as usual, Hot Toys give you like an extra set of pegs, like in case you break them, you know. You get 2 right here for Leia. And up next, Leia has 4 sets of hands. She has like 2 right hands, and I think one is like a trigger hand, as you can see. You can tell it's like for holding like the blaster, but its other right hand, it looks kind of tight, but it's like it still could probably hold like a blaster. You know, you can put something in it. Then she has like these 2 left hands, which I think also could be like for like triggers too as well, like to hold like a blaster, or just to hold something period, you know. But yeah, she has like, I guess you could say 6 interchangeable hands, like in all, you know, her. And up next, the accessory I'll probably definitely be displaying her with a lot is her actual blaster, or you can say gun, you know. Because the way it looks, you would think that this can actually come apart or something, you know, because it looks like this way can like would be removed or something, you know. But it's not, you know. If you look at Leia right on the side of her, you know, she has like her holster for the blaster right here too, so you can just take this right here. Let me see. So if you want, you can actually just put the blaster right in here. Gotta be careful. And if you look closely, it actually goes through right there. You can actually push it where it will actually go all the way through her holster, like her blaster itself. And as you can see, there's Leia with the actual blaster in the hand, and she holds it pretty well. I must admit, too, the hands, like taking the hands or moving the hands off, are done very well on this figure. They're not very tight or anything. They are like easily removable. Well, on mine they are, you know. The next accessory I want to talk about with the Hot Toys Princess Leia figure is her actual poncho, as you can see right here. And as you can see, they already kind of have it like folded up, so you got to actually fold it out, you know. And of course, you know, it can like lift open like this, because you know Luke even had this on too as well in that scene, you know, from Return of the Jedi. Now, if you look closely right up here, you can see there's a lot of these like gashes right here, like these slash things, but that's actually on the. I think you can put something in there. I know the ones that's around the waist area, that's where you can put her belt back into it. I had to give a demonstration of how you do that too. And I think this has like a wire in it too. Yeah, because right here you can see you can kind of bend it any kind of way you want. And I think the hood does too. It has like a wire in it too. But I think this is nicely done. I like the material and how it looks, you know. Looks very realistic. Now to actually get Leia's poncho on, you actually have to take her herself, remove her belt right here, because it has like this Velcro on it too. Try to be kind of careful, I don't want to rip it. So you can see her belt does come off. Then what you do is actually take the poncho, I guess, you know. Oh yeah, and I guess another thing too is actually just take her head off. And I must admit the head comes off pretty easily. And her neck, like this joint right here, is very like soft too. Like her neck, it has like this soft like material in it. But then what you do is actually just take this right here. And you just drape it over the figure. So I guess what you do now is actually just bring like Leia's head back and put it back on. So I'm gonna see if I can. But I do notice that the head seems to be see, as you can see, it actually pops on pretty good, like her actual head. So there's the poncho on there. And of course, you know, you can put this over her head too as well. So I'm gonna get that a demonstration. Another thing too about this figure, like Leia's head right here, if you look close at it, this actually like a head piece right here actually comes off, as you can see. I also noticed too, when you look at it, it has like this kind of like some kind of like black paper material, man. So I don't know what that actually was. Probably something to actually keep it like supported. But that actually comes off of Leia's head, as you can see, and that's how her head actually looks in the back too. So now what you can actually do is take the hood, I guess, you know, which makes it kind of more easier. You can just put it like right over like Leia's like head if you want. So you actually can have the hood over her head. If you look closely, these pouch things right here, they actually can like slide off. And I think you actually have to, you know, to actually be able to put them through her poncho. So I'm gonna just see if I can. Cause what you do is then you take this belt and you see that slash right there on Leia right there. That's what this right here will actually like go through. It will actually go into that. Okay, so as you can see, here's Leia with the actual poncho on. I want to show something too right quick before I finish her head off. When you look at this too, you can see that it goes in, but you do kind of gotta be careful with this belt. Cause I noticed when I was actually putting it, it did come like loose. Cause you know you see her taped up in the back, like that Velcro on it. That actually can come loose, you know. So I guess don't be putting on it like too hard, you know, when you're doing it. Just giving that like an example, you know, that the belt does still come off, you know. Now what I want to do is talk about her actual helmet too as well. Now this right here is the actual helmet that Leia wears, you know, with this outfit. So as you can see, this is how it looks. Nicely detailed. I like how it has all like the fade and like rust and weathering in it too. Like it's been through some battles, you know, like looking at the blasts look like it, like people were shooting at her. Or shooting at it, you know, I think that's kind of cool. And this material up here is actually soft too as well. It's actually like a soft material. I like how it looks done. And this right is like loose too as well. This piece right here, I think it can actually be like buttoned up too. If you look closely inside, you can tell you can actually button that. So I'm going to try to put this on Leia's head. And as you can see, there's Leia with her helmet on too as well. Now I must admit, actually kind of, you know, you actually got to really press this down to get it on there, you know, so just be careful of probably breaking like the handle on there, the buttons that you know. Just be careful with that, I guess. I like how her eyes reflect too. That's so awesome. They look so like realistic. So there's some question I'll probably be displaying Leia like this, you know, because it is actually like the look of this particular version of her, you know. I know they call it Indoor Leia or just Return of the Jedi Leia, you know. Alright. I wanted to give a comparison between these two as well. This right here is the Hot Toys Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker figure, and his product code is MMS429. And of course, this is the Hot Toys Princess Leia from Return of the Jedi. So both of these are based on their appearances like in Return of the Jedi, you know, episode 6, you know. Just give like a comparison between them, you know. Okay, there's the Hot Toys Star Wars Return of the Jedi Princess Leia, or you can say MMS 54916 scale figure. That's what product code is, MMS 549. This is an awesome and superb figure. I would definitely recommend it for like fans of like Princess Leia, you know. And I'm just happy to actually have a Princess Leia like figure, you know, as well, you know. Now there were like other Princess Leias, but I just chose to go with one that had like a blaster, like a weapon, you know. So I'm definitely impressed with this figure, you know. And again, now they actually have this like in a 2-pack set with Wicket, like the Ewok. You can actually get her paired with the Ewok, or you can actually get like Wicket the Ewok himself, like separately, you know, from this figure, you know. But I think if you actually get them together, they actually are a pack with a couple more accessories that just like the standard solo versions don't have, you know. But yeah, I think this is an awesome figure. I definitely recommend picking it up, you know. And this is probably as far as like the Hot Toys, like or sideshow like type figures I have. I think this probably has the best articulation out of the figures that I do have. She like bends very well, you know. You can take her hands, like her heads off very well, like you don't feel like scared to actually remove them, you know, like they actually just pop off pretty easy, you know. So I think that's kind of cool. And I think like the actual display stand that she's on, the actual like bushes and like leaves of like Endor, like the planet Endor, I think that is just beautiful the way Hot Toys designed that. Because at first, when I first saw that, I wasn't really feeling like the actual trees and so on. But when you actually get it out of the box and see it in front of your face, you know, I think it's like beautiful. It is like a beautiful like diorama piece that you can actually have, you know. And I can see actually putting that on like other like stands too as well, you know, like these like grass bushy like pieces, you know. But yeah, in the end, this is the Hot Toys Return of the Jedi, and again, this is based on Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi, which I have right here on DVD, and also have like this Blu-ray complete saga thing, which has the first 6 films. Now, like I said, I did get to see Return of the Jedi in the theaters too, like when it was actually celebrating like the 20th anniversary of Star Wars, and they had like, special editions. That's when I went and saw like Return of the Jedi, the special edition version of it, you know. I think I saw it about like 5 or 6 times, if I remember correctly, in the theaters, you know, because I was already like a huge Star Wars fan before they even brought out the special editions, you know. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this one up, you know. So this is the Hot Toys Star Wars Return of the Jedi Princess Leia 1/6 scale, product code MMS 549. I would definitely recommend this, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.